bursary of the government, but thereafter he proceeded and got a scholarship. He is currently in Japan. We will play a clip, a video clip, that we will listen to him speak. His experiences.
To learn from other countries. I feel that studying abroad is the best opportunity to acquire knowledge that could be applicable to the South African context. South Africa and Japan share a lot in common. Apart from culture, we all know that Japan was invaded in 1945 with bombs raining down on them. However, they managed to rebuild their country from the ashes of devastating war. We too have a blemished and a very dark history of apartheid. We need to be able to build and live in peace together. I've heard that through the leadership and the guidance of the Premier, KZN government, has developed Operation Sukuma Sake to try and rebuild our beautiful province of KZN. This is exactly what the Japanese did after the bombing. They accepted the defeat and immediately started building, not for individuals but for the entire community. They also adopted a slogan during this period, which says Western knowledge, Japanese way. This meant they wanted to learn from the West, but modify it to meet the Japanese needs. How did Japan become the best technologically advanced country and the third biggest economy in the world without natural resources? The first thing about Japan is that there is no individualism and there is respect for all. People are both the means and end for development. We also have the same values in South Africa with our Ubuntu and Matsopele principles. In relation to the business and economy, Japan has a philosophy called Kaizen, which means continuous improvement. Basically, Japan believes in improving things to meet today's needs. The educational system in Japan connects modern world and their traditional values, which makes it easy and possible to bridge the gap between theory and practice. Japan has respect for seniority more than academic qualification. The most important expertise is practical experience. So you don't have to hold a marketing qualification to be a marketer. In Japan, seeing is learning. I personally have gained a lot of exposure and experience from my interaction with the Premier's office and all the institutions that have molded that have contributed towards my growth and have molded me to become the person that I am today. I've shared platform with well-known scholars such as Amisha Sen, Martha Nussbaum. I've also interacted with our own South African scholars such like Neo Cosmos, Professor Friedman, and Dr. Kondom Jali, with whom I had recently written an academic paper which I had presented at an international conference. In conclusion, I wish to thank the Honorable Premier and his office for assisting me and other youth in KZN with these bursary opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, I was just an ordinary child in the midst of poverty, coming from one of the poorest communities in Pietermaritzburg. Today, I am a global citizen, flying the flag of South Africa and KwaZulu-Natal with pride. The Youth Directorate in the Office of the Premier has opened doors and continue to do so for many other students like myself. With the launch of this website, I urge you all to visit the website and realize your full potential. Go ahead and make that application. It takes only one to end the cycle of poverty. Be that person and make your mark in the world. Let us help KZN and take South Africa forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think it deserves a round of applause. Better than that. Well said, well done. Thank you very much.
Konnichiwa, and greeting to you all from the land of the rising sun. My name is Minentle Zwimbandla from Pietermaritzburg, the city of choice. Ladies and gentlemen, I was raised in the lap of poverty and brought up in France location on the outskirts of Pietermaritzburg, which the government provided low-cost RDP housing settlement. I completed my primary education at Russell Primary School, then Kwezi HP School. I was awarded a scholarship and an Office of the Premier funded my studies. I graduated in 2012 with a bachelor's degree in social sciences majoring in human resource management, employment law, and political science. In 2014, I had applied for an international scholarship through the question that crossed my mind, but I was amazed at how easy it was to integrate in the Japanese society, as I had realized that South Africa and Japan have a number of similarities, not only culturally. Ladies and gentlemen, we are already living in a globalized world. People and countries are either connected by trade, culture, and even environment.
From a very early age, he was brought in organically into the organization, and he has risen through the ranks of the organization, the African National Congress. He's one of the greatest leaders we have in the province that our province has produced. He has led the South African Communist Party in the province as the chairperson, but also he has served as part of the Central Committee member of the South African Communist Party nationally. Program directors, because I need to be correct. And of course, it's a very great pleasure for us as the Department of Education to have young people of our province that are going to benefit from this international scholarship and student exchange. And of course, it goes without saying that we are very delighted as KZN Department of Education to be part of this very wonderful program, which will undoubtedly play a very important role in sharpening the skills of our youth in our province.
Now, when the diplomatic corps in our province, working with their national officers, go to this land, they are really doing an internationalist work. So thank you very much and keep it up. Therefore, let's improve it together. Let's look at what it can be, where it can be improved together, and let's assist our youth achieve together. And that will be the value of your countries having deployed you here. Over the past 5 years, provincial government has spent more than 1.5 billion rands on bursaries awarded to needy students. The accumulative number of students that have benefited from the bursary program over the past 5 years is more than 7,000. We are committed to ensuring that our programs on skills and youth development reach many young people across the province. There has been a strong focus on scarce skills, such as engineering, science and technology, accounting, information technology, agriculture, health and social services. There were more than 1,954 students from poor families who benefited from financial support provided by our provincial government at a cost of more than 100 million rand in the past 2 years. The number of graduates from our bursary programs provincially now stands at more than 10,000. And some are still studying. Over the past 4 years, there are more than 5,000 interns who have worked for various provincial government deployed youth and experiential training for more than 200 unemployed graduates. Students with disabilities have been recruited and given bursaries and trained. Some of these students with disabilities registered for BPED degree at UNIZU. Our learnership program has already recruited more than 260 learners with disabilities. And these have been distributed to Mkanyagute, Nkandla, Mfolozi, Vulamehlo, and Jozini municipalities. Honored guests, I must hasten to point out that KwaZulu-Natal government, through the Office of the Premier, has entered into MOUs with a number of companies. There are more than 200 young people that we have placed on internships in service trainings. Others as well. And at this stage, program directors, may I point out that as government, we are in need of skilled workers. If we are to maintain solid service delivery, we have to ensure that there is a constant supply of skilled and capable graduates. Consequently, initiatives such as career education and development, career exhibitions, internships, and graduate development programs are very essential for this. We want young people to get to know what the public service is, what it does, and what jobs are available in the public service. Within the KwaZulu-Natal Public Service,
today we are here in Durban to launch the KZN International Scholarship and Student Exchange Program. This is one very important program that we believe our learners, our students would actually learn, because one of the main focus is to ensure that we provide skills to our learners, so that we've got a skilled workforce in the country. So therefore this one is going to be very important, that this program is going to take our province into the next level. We believe that our learners, our students, must work hard so that they actually get access to these such wonderful opportunities. Thank you.